Welcome to the moment we've all been waiting for. The last Reefscape event. I was about to say of the year, but the year it's 2026 already. But the last Reefscape event in XRC. So this is ladder finals. Ladder finals we have A1, Gavin, Lumpy, Ben with their backup JP, and the lines 4 you have Abyss, you have Fire, Abyss, and Ebad, and their backup Gaming Banana. Today, I do have a guest commentator, Celeste.
Hello, hello.
So, we will be starting now. We're going to head down to the field and wait for everyone to ready up.
All right. We are only waiting on Gavin. So once Gavin ready's up, we will have this match started. A1 versus A4. All led up to this. This match will be starting in 3, 2, 1. All of the robots moving in auto, which is kind of expected. We see 3 Rust Hounds over on blue side. And we see 2 Rusts, 1 Chill over on red. Blue will have that climb advantage, but coming out of auto, red is leading. We see Lumpy coming over to try and steal some algae, placing it away from the processor so that bounce outs are less likely. Carefully scooting around any fouls, E-Man is coming trying to play some processor defense and general defense. Very slick with their movement, not getting any penalties. Ben gets pushed into the blue cages by E-Man, getting some penalties. Another set of penalties. Reset. A couple robots fling out of the field. Looks like another reset is due for E-Man. This will be interesting to see how these points shake up. Currently, the score is 175 to 144. Red team at a loss right now, but still can squeeze their way up. E-Man is still playing defense. We might see some penalties on him. Lumpy's coming over, stealing some algae. Being pinned up against the wall. Looks like their algae almost fell out. Getting some bounce outs on red. Ben coming along, trying to score some algae. It's getting blocked off by E-Man. Over on the other side, Lumpy is still trying to fight for that one algae. Being locked down by Lipsify, aka Fire. See some more bounce outs for that red net, which is very helpful for blue. We have a score of 282 to 247. There is still potentially room. but with Blue Alliance trying to farm some fouls very end game, and Blue Alliance having climb advantage with 3 seconds left, it is looking as if Blue is our winner with a current score of 321 to 296. Unmute, unmute, they're playing. So we're having a replay of the last match. There was some physics issues, huge explosion in the middle of the field. Both teams agreed to a replay, so that is what they are doing. We're going to be seeing that same, actually a red lead out of auto, if I remember correctly. Blue led out of auto last time. Allegedly, there was 6 or so coral that had been exploded off of red side's reef, which is not great for them. So a replay, I guess, was granted. They decided they wanted a replay. They replayed it. So this is still match 1. I believe it is best of 7. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ebek. I take that as I'm right. We see Gavin doing some tricky descoring of the algae and cycling at the same time. Very fun. E-Man still over here playing some defense. Kind of openly guarding that processor, try and prevent as much proc spam as possible. Ben quickly changes his focus to coral scoring. E-Man tries to lock him down at that coral station. We see Lumpy over there, also just sitting like last match. Looks like he has an algae that he potentially stole. Looks like Fire's trying to fend him off. Doing some cat and mouse gameplay over here. Lumpy potentially trying to push some people into the net, into the cages, but does not work. See a nice pass of algae from E-Man over to the blue side. Goes right back. E-Man gets a foul. Current score is 232, 231. It is very close. With 30 seconds left, 235, 235. We are tied. This match might be down to climbs. As I've said before, Blue Alliance has triple rust hounds, which means they have potential for 3 climbs, which is an extra 10 points. That is assuming they execute properly. 10 seconds left. They are still neck and neck. This is anyone's game. Looks like one of the stations ran out of coral. Red pulls through at the very end with a score of 271 blue to 282 red. Looks like some of those deep climbs just did not count.
And that does mean red takes the first win of the series.
But it is best of 7, so one win should not discourage the other team from still trying to claw their way back. See match 2 starting. Am I unmuted?
You're always unmuted.
I'm always unmuted. All right. See all the robots moving in auto. Same old, same old. We see a red lead out of auto. Lumpy is coming to try and play some proc defense. Saw how dangerous those bounce outs were, so decided to stick himself right to the proc. E-Man looks as if he's trying to push a couple algae over to the other side. Barely misses one of the cages, but does get a foul off of Ben. 1 minute, almost 45 seconds left. These two teams are still tied neck and neck. These are very good teams, very good alliances. We see Lipsfy getting defense by Lumpy right now. Lumpy is holding some algae hostage. Gonna go put it in the net. See E-Man pushing Gavin around, doing some good defense, locking that team down. At the same time, Lumpy stealing some of that algae, putting it in the red net for the red team. Abyss is over here scoring. That's what he does best. Abyss is unhindered. There's nobody playing defense on him. But we can see Lipsify, on the other hand, playing what appears to be counter D on Lumpy. Very interesting strategy. Lipsify goes back to scoring normal coral, holding an algae, keep it safe from anyone else to try to steal. Speaking of steal, E-Man goes over, steals an algae, pushes it into the blue cages, gets a foul, but uses this time to swoop in and push Gavin away from the reef. See some quick thinking there, being able to use that foul timer to abuse what should be other fouls. We are now officially entering endgame. There's a blue lead, but it's not by much. Saw last time how red just pulled through red at the end. It is still anybody's game. 5 seconds left. Climb starting to get in. Appears as if blue is the current winner of that match. Blue got 2 of their deep climbs. Red got 2 of their deep climbs, but they only have 2 deep climbs. Very close game by all the players. Everyone played very well. So we are now at 1 blue and 1 red.
Very
We
tight
again are just waiting
matches.
for. Oh, we are again just waiting on those players to ready up to start the match. Appears as if half of the people are ready. Gavin looks to be planning out his auto or planning out his cycles. E-Man is just sitting there, not sure why, but once E-Man readies up, once Ben readies up now, oh my goodness, what is going on? Huh? Wait, hold on. Auto D. Oh, looks like there's some sticky situation going on in chat. Apologize for the convenience of a long match today, but looks like they were looking for any excuse to try and claim a win, claim a loss, but when it comes down to points within like 6 points like this, these fouls do start to matter. All right, looks like they sorted it out themselves. Now we are playing match 3 officially. 3, 2, 1. Robots already moving. Man looks like he didn't quite grab the coral, but doesn't quite fumble it. We can see those blue robots just quickly scoring as much as they can, but it looks as if red is scoring just a bit more, squeezing in one extra point, 71 to 72 coming out of auto. See Gavin putting up some coral on those L4s. Appears as if Gavin is the designated scorer for red team and appears to be slightly pushed around by E-Man. Also, Gavin is being slightly pushed around by E-Man. And their other alliance partner, Lumpy, still over there playing defense on the Blue Alliance. Speaking of the Blue Alliance, we see Abyss still scoring, just on defense, no nothing. Looks as if, I think it was Lumpy, or I think it was Fire, got a pinning foul on Lumpy. Not quite sure which side I went to, but see some of that counter D coming into play. Both blue robots that are scoring getting possession fouls from double cycling. Lumpy's still trying to play some defense, pretty good defense, pushing Lipsfy almost all the way into the zone, but doesn't quite hit him. E-Man over here farming fouls for the other team. Looks like he got a reef foul and a cage foul, but still playing very aggressively. Red is up, but that can still change at any moment. We see him tapping an algae onto the other side of the field. Do not think that was intentional, but you never know. We see E-Man trying to pick up some coral. He's not on his side of the field. But anyways, that's just some defense being played, trying to lock up those coral stations. Double cycling. E-Man taps Gavin while he's in his zone. Gets a foul. Currently, it is a red lead coming into endgame. This could all change because blue has triple climbs. If blue hits their triple climbs, this could put them at a winning position. We can see Fire does not choose to climb, and it appears as if nobody got their climbs on blue. But both red robots got their climb, which puts them at 259 blue to 290 red, which means red is 2-1. Looks as if none of the alliances have any questions, so we will be moving on to the next match, match 4. It is 2 for alliance for the red team, 1 for the blue team. Best of 7, so you need 4 wins to win. Just waiting on these players. Very, very close matches every time. Seems as if these are coming down to climbs. We are getting this match started off in 3, 2, and a 1. Again, all the robots moving. This isn't real life. We can control our robots in autonomous. See Gavin very fast cycles for auto. Biff's the potential for a 4-piece. Actually, I think he did hit the 4-piece. Very impressive. E-Man already over here trying to play some defense. And Lumpy already over there also playing defense. See E-Man's going to go steal some algae. Just trying to scoop it up alongside that wall. Looks like Ben is going to be able to pick that up. Same time, Lumpy is stealing some of that algae, putting it in the red net. Those algae steals, if I remember correctly, are an 8-point swing. So those algae steals are very important. Looks as if Lumpy taps an algae to the other side, but looks like E-Man's pushing it right back. We see Abyss scoring in some proc, holding an algae to keep it safe from Lumpy. Same time, Lumpy is putting up some more algae. He sees a free one. He tries to catch it. Oh, he accidentally pushes it into their proc, which is kind of unfortunate. But it lands, so he does get the net points. We see Gavin narrowly avoiding some penalties from the cages on blue side, playing very aggressively, not afraid of penalties. See E-Man blocking off that processor, forcing Gavin to play coral instead of algae. Both Gavin and Ben have an algae stored in them, so the one left on the reef is free to grab. See E-Man pushing around Ben. Looks as if Fire on the other side got a possession foul for holding 2 coral at once. Has to go all the way back, pick up another couple. Looks as if their one station is already empty, which means he's forced to come all the way to the other side of the field to pick up one of the algae. 10 seconds left. Going into endgame, looks as if there's a red lead. Again, these climbs will count. See Lumpy scoring a last-minute algae. 2 red robots up, 2 blue robots up with a score of 261 blue to 278 red. These climbs are what are making or breaking these matches. Very, very close games. That puts us at 3 red, 1 blue. All red needs to do is win 1 more, and they will be the SRC ladder champions of Reefscape. Don't know if that's the official title, but hey, we're going to call it that. 1 more game. All we're waiting on is Ben and Abyss. This could be the last match, but you never know. Blue could reverse sweep. Only waiting on Abyss to ready up. So this match will be starting any minute now. See, in the meantime, some of those red robots practicing their scoring. They don't have any actual coral to score. They're just practicing it. Looks like Ben unready's up. Looks as if Abyss is moving. Do not know why they're not readying up. All we're waiting on is Ben now. And this match will be starting in 3, 2, and 1. Again, all robots moving. See some very quick cycles by Gavin. It's 2 up for Gavin. 3 up for Gavin. Potential for 4. That is 4 up for Gavin. Very impressive. E-Man again already over, and Lumpy again already over. Not wanting to get called on any form of auto defense, but immediately going right after. We saw E-Man there getting some penalties due to touching another robot while they were in their reef zone. See E-Man passing over some algae to the other side. Lumpy is trying to lock down that processor. Doesn't look like any of the blue teams trying to score any processor though. Those nets are looking relatively empty. Both teams' defenses appears to be working. We see Lumpy picks up a stray algae. That got knocked over by Gavin. Scores in the net. Again, we just see those quick cycles from Abyss. Those potentially quick cycles from Fire, but he's getting locked down by defense. See E-Man still playing very aggressively on the other side, pushing Gavin around, trying to get any form of advantage over the red team. We see E-Man pushing Gavin into the coral station. Very good defense, just narrowly avoiding a pinning foul. See doing the same with Ben, just narrowly avoiding a pinning foul. Lumpy somehow gets out of a predicament. 2 blue robots chasing him, not a single one gets a foul off of him. Very impressive. We see him potentially thinking about picking up those algae, and he does. Picks up the algae, scores it far away from the processor, because those bounce outs are deadly. 30 seconds left, we have a score of 205 blue to 197 red. Again, it's all down to these end game, these final points. We see E-Man locking down Gavin, and we see Lumpy locking down that processor. We are officially in end game. We see Ben going in for the one last algae to seal the deal. We see Gavin possibly unable to climb. We see Blue winning that match, which now puts them 3 red to blue. Saw both robots hit their climb on red. 2 robots hit their climb on blue. While this is one last match for red to win, and they will take this, blue is starting to come back, and we might see a round 7. We are going into match 6. Could be anybody's games. These games are very close. These are 2 very good teams again. I congratulate both teams for making it this far in ladder. Do not think there were any questions on the field, and I think most of the players are ready to play match 6. We never know, this could be the last match, or we could be going to match 7. You never know. We're going to be starting this match in 3, 2, and a 1. Again, all the robots moving. Quick cycles. Ooh, Gavin misses a Coronado. Looks like E-Man might have gotten a bit stuck on the reef. Not quite sure what happened there. E-Man is definitely getting a bit stuck on reef. Coming out of auto, we have a blue lead, 71 to 67. We have E-Man immediately over, Lumpy immediately over. It's a pretty good strategy for both teams. Lumpy is locking down that processor from Fire. Successfully locks him down. Now it's pinning him against the oral station, trying to just prevent him from scoring as much as possible. Gavin almost drags E-Man into the zone, cage zone, but E-Man does the opposite to Ben, giving Ben a foul on the cage zone. Gavin almost squeezes out a penalty there. We still see some fast scoring on both teams. Abyss looks to be doing some processor. Lumpy almost locking him down, but can't quite. And now he sits there and waits. Seems to be a lot of unscored algae over on that blue side. If one of those blue bots can quickly process all of those algae, could be a very fast way to getting a big point advantage. But on the other hand, if Lumpy can pick up a majority of those, could also lead to red having a large majority. See E-Man pushing Ben, almost filling that pin circle entirely, but does not quite do it. Taps another algae all the way over to blue side. Now there is 5 over in one place at one time. Lumpy thinks he might be able to capitalize off of that, but doesn't quite nag it. Doesn't quite snag the algae. And we see Fire starting to grab from that pool. Over on the red side, all clean of algae. Appears as if majority went into the proc, and some of it tapped over to get lumpy some. Coming into endgame, blue is leading, but it is still neck and neck with a point difference of give or take like 10. Could be down to these climbs. 5 seconds left. We'll see these red robots and blue robots start to climb. Looks as if our score is 293 blue to 280 red. It is now 3-3. This is the last game of this series. Potentially the last Reefscape SRC game that will be played for a hot minute, with Rebuilt coming out January 10th. If I remember correctly, game will be out probably within an hour, so we're looking forward to that. But we're here right now with Reefscape. This is the last match. All of this gameplay, all of this time has been leading up to this. I forget how long ladder started. Ladder has been going on for a hot minute. Ebek, could you fill me in on when ladder started?
Um, if I'm not wrong, we started near November, October? No, October.
That is
Near
that
October.
is
We
a
started in
lot
October.
of Reefscape.
Yeah,
That is a
October.
lot of Reefscape matches. Almost 2 months.
Yeah,
Uh,
2 months of
and says
gameplay.
uno momento.
2 months of
But
gameplay
that
is
is
coming down to this moment. So, Wes, who do
one
you think is winning?
match separate.
Who do you
Who do
think is
I
winning,
think is
Celeste?
winning?
Yeah, who do you think is
Is
winning?
this on stream?
This is on stream, yes.
Um, I'm gonna give it to red team.
You think Red?
Had that motivation at the start. May have gotten a bit pushed down by blue, but some of those scores were up by about 20 if I remember.
Yeah.
So red has those numbers to back it up. On the other hand, would be nice to see a almost entire reverse sweep going from, this is not the actual match, by the way, just want to let you know that. A blue going from 3-1, if I remember, yeah, 3-1,
Yeah, 3-1,
all the
yeah.
way up to 3-3. So this could be a reverse sweep. Looks as if we're only waiting on Gavin. So Gavin ready's up. Gavin is having issues right now. Not sure when those issues be resolved. In the meantime, we can watch this silly gameplay that's happening. E-Man stuck on the reef. Gavin is getting pushed around by fire. Oh my goodness. He has got him caught up and tangled.
You could say
These scores,
he's pulling a IRI.
ooh, you could say that.
He's pulling a Killer Bee.
Looking at these fictional scores, we have 68 to 101. Not looking too hot for the blue team, but this is just in between the matches. Fire has to go in 3 minutes, so hopefully we can get this match. Speaking of getting this match started, the last match, match 7 in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Hopefully we're going to see some very good autos from both teams. I don't see a single missed Koro yet. Very fast scoring. Looks as if Abyss is doubling, procking in auto. Very interesting strategy with a blue lead out of auto. We see some doubling on Gavin. We see E-Man almost pushing Ben into the zone, but doesn't quite squeeze it in. We're going to see him pushing over some algae, failing to push over some algae, just pushes it further away. Again, trying to lock down that processor. Looks as if Lumpy is, barely gets a, well, not barely, but gets a foul there. We see E-Man skirting around these cages, almost pushed in by Gavin, doesn't quite make it. See him playing cautiously around those penalties. This is the last match. Every point matters. Right now, we have a blue lead, 155 to 144. But this could swing either way. We're starting to see some bounce outs for red, which means Lumpy can pick up those algae, put him back in the net. Still see some non-dealgified reefs on both sides. Red has one. Blue has also one. They just dealgified though. We see Lumpy holding up a algae like it is his prized possession. Not letting Abyss get it. Ooh, he drops it on accident, but does manage to push over some algae for the red team. Looks like Gavin maybe playing some counter defense. Hard to tell. See that last algae get dealgified on red side. See Lumpy putting some algae and playing some defense. Lipsify is just holding his core out there for Lumpy. Lumpy doesn't have a funnel. He can't pick that up. E-Man is procking. Ooh, pushes Lumpy into their cages. Get some penalties off them. Coming into endgame with Blue at a lead. Blue does have climate advantage, but doesn't seem like they're using it. We're starting to see Abyss using a tech climb to try and maybe squeeze out a third climb. It looks as if you're 2025, now 26. Reefscape ladder champions are Fire, Abyss, E-Man. I think their backup was JP. Correct me if I'm wrong. Take that as I'm right. So congratulations,
Miguel was
both
their backup.
teams. Bring it. Miguel.
Yeah, Miguel was that.
Miguel was the backup. Gaming Banana. So Fire, E-Man, Abyss, and Miguel, aka Gaming Banana, all hopefully getting that Sim Champion role in Discord. Looks nice and pretty, flashy. And yet, still Lumpy, Ben, and Gavin and JP played really good in this match, bringing it to match 7. Both these teams did very good. This might be the very last match of Reefscape played in XRC competitively. Yeah, never know.
Ah, sad. R.I.P. R.I.P. Reefscape.
But that means Rebuilt coming out January 10th. No idea what
Rebuild.
the event schedule will look for that, but
Stay tuned.
hopefully stay tuned. It would be I'm just throwing a bone here. It'd be very fun to have a week 1 tournament just to see people's initial thoughts of games.
Week 1
But I'm not an event staff. I'm just here to commentate. So I'll let eBack converse. We can see people start to leave the server.
Well,
It's
I mean, overall,
officially the end of this.
thanks to everyone who participated in ladder last Reefscape event. Well, not official. Well, it's technically the last official Reefscape event. Anything else would be just if we ever did Reefscape again, it would be like a small chill event in a way.
Small chill event, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you for everyone participating in ladder. Congratulations to Alliance 4 for taking that win, and stay tuned for rebuild.
Yeah. Wishing all the teams listening good luck on Rebuild. Wishing all the non-team people. Hope you guys have fun watching Rebuild. It better be a shooting game. That's all I'm saying. I'll leave it off at that.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'm
We'll
hoping
see.
you guys have a great night. Catch you on the flip side.